Hit Vs Cultist Simulator.
So, this time I'm going to try and do something differently. Yeah, no, I'm gonna see if I can actually get what I was trying to get before. Because I feel like super dumb. Like more so than normal. I feel pretty derpy at times, but that was not good. Oh, just gonna work at this dank and clinging smelly institute where people are supposed to get better, but don't ever really do. My notes spill from the desk drawer where I'd thrust them. I will call myself Jekyll. Yeah. Nothing unfortunate about that or anything. Notes in the case of Lucille. The patient spoke of things that could have no meaning. The house without walls, the divided sun, the invisible light. When I recall of how they spoke of that invisible light, my heart surges. I can ignore the notes no longer. There we go. Yeah, which, as you noticed, we definitely probably didn't... I mean, maybe we left a deranged body in behind. I don't actually know. Oh, here we go. Dreams. In sleep, I am a crooked tree. Moths crawl my bark. Dawn begins, although the light is invisible. At its touch, I straighten to reach for the sun. Odd moments of sense emerge. I had almost forgotten the discussion. Yeah. So there we go. That gives me a direction to a bookshop. There's a lot of story and lore, and I'm actually sort of sorry I'm skipping over it. But I mean, the big point that I wanted to do was to get a game over rapid fire, but specifically one I hadn't gotten before. I mean, I did get a very rapid fire ending. I cannot fault myself for, damn it, there's stuff everywhere now. You're always just a problem, so you can go up there. Your time, you can go up there. I actually use these, so I guess I'll stick you here. Yeah, there we go. An occult scrap. That gives me secret histories. That's cool. Moreland shop. That's a place I can go to buy books and such. Very useful. I guess I'll study. Oh no, I have to explore with it. Is there a specific reason next? I don't remember. I think I have to buy my first book. Which, yeah, that's fun. I'll get this. How do I get my first... Oh, I don't actually know how I get my first passion as the doctor. Maybe from doing this? Oh boy. What is this? Strathcoin's residence. Oh, wait. I think I know how I do it. And I have to go and do this. And then I'll get a book. And I can study the book. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that you can... Oh, hello. Thanks for taking my health. I mean, it wasn't like I was using that or anything. You dicks. Oh, it's in Latin, so I can't even use it. Thanks. Bye. Okay. How about this book? There is a finite amount of books in the game. Like, also, there's the something deep mysteries book, which is beautiful. It is just trash. Oh, you're in Greek. Of course you are. Okay. Did I do something wrong? I may have done something wrong. Did I? Or was it always this way? Oh. Whoops. Also, you really shouldn't let things like sickness time down. That's a bad idea. And by that, I mean definitely not a good... Holy crap, I have, like, no money. None. Okay. So I have... Frig. I don't actually know what I'm doing. Okay, so it's been a very long time since I played this character, and I have no idea what I'm doing whatsoever. So that's a fun fact. Oh, I have a heart here. It was a pleasant day. The next season coming up is gonna get me dread. Thank you, game. It's good. I sure love you. Got an erudition. Erudition is what you use to study stuff. Wow, English me. It is what you use to study. Oh, was there someone I was supposed to talk to, perhaps? That would be possibly reasonable. Or is there something else I'm missing? There was once a man who said that sleep with reason produced monsters. Often it's healthy to let the mind wander. I feel like there's something you can do. Oh, here we go. This should be what I need. I think. Yep. I can study this, and it doesn't require any sort of language. So that's good. So I'll just stick these together, become a scholar. I sort of wish you could use the scholarship to study things faster. But, you know, I'm not going to complain too much. I still am in a nice, sort of comfortable, air quote, place. I had enough money to go and buy a bunch of books like an idiot until I found one I could actually use. Reason. Oh, I got a glimmering. I could actually use the glimmering to get a passion and really kickstart things off. Because that's where I can... Here it is. My mind, the library. I've gained reason, but it'll be more difficult to gain reason next time. And I'm gonna stick this here. In the original myth, Marius lost a musical contest and was flayed by Apollo, who later regretted it. In this version, Marius' skin has a further history. Okay. So, have this, have a nice amount of money, setting that back up. Going to go and conserve this glimmering. Is that too... Oh, here, right, belief. I can give in... Yeah, okay, that was there and I just didn't notice. The watchman in the door. The watchman is the door in the eye. To unlock my own eye, there must be a tiny sacrifice. So I just gained a reason, so it's not so bad. Because right now, I'm going to... Oh, hello, restlessness. So good to see you. And by that I mean not. And hi, more restlessness. Hi, more... Is it a season of dread soon? It's a season of despair soon. That it is. Not good. In fact, that's pretty terrible. Okay, so this was just me forgetting how to play the game and not paying attention. But this will give me a passion, give me the talk option, and also it removes one of my delightful wisdoms, or not wisdoms, reasons. Enlightenment temptation. A watchman's secret. A locksmith's secret. Okay. And now I can paint and get rid of one of those. Yeah. Like you. I'll just get rid of you. Vitality. How lovely to see you. Oh, hey, Dread. Just hanging around there, I see. Also, fun fact, while you are holding on to a card, that card can't be, like, picked up by things that devour cards, like this, bit of dread that's sitting there and trying to get me. Not that I'm implying it's actively out to get me, but it's actively out to get me. Yeah, that thing I can deal with by, oh, all that glimmering I needed. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Just sit there, and I'm gonna have an early night, dream of rest, and hope it gives me the contentment to get rid of the horrible amounts of dread that I'm sitting on. Also, hello, talking. Ah, here it is. My wound has healed, and so has theirs. They don't understand why they did it, but they dreamt of me that night. We are connected. that gives me a cult buddy, which I'm going to need because at this point, I believe I can actually now make a cult. And that is, you know, sort of the gist. It's what I'm aiming to do. I just need to quickly set things in motion for it. Oh yeah, there we go. Vivid painting, health, and a fleeting memory. That didn't quite work. Maybe I'll just dream on that. Yeah, we'll just dream on that. And I'm going to go work and paint. And since I'm going to be painting, I can get rid of that. No, I can't get rid of that dread. I have to hold on to it. You can stick stuff like dread into a painting, but it'll normally get picked up. But fuck. Well, I was trying to get rid of it. Whatever, it disappears in a minute of me holding it and just being like, I wish I wasn't holding. There. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that contentment to spawn, so this would eat it, disintegrate itself, get fleeting memories, and hello, fascination. Fascination is what I've been trying to get, and it leads to an ending, like Dread does. Dread and Poppy and getting arrested and fascinated all are two sides of the same coin in the horrible apocalypse, and then there's just, you know, dying because you ran out of all your health from getting sick or being broke as fuck and terrible with money. My life in this game. We're just gonna keep you guys there, and I guess I'll just do this job. Yeah, just keep all my glimmering nice and here. Maybe order this in a bit. But yeah, overall, there is a lot to this game, and it's actually super complicated. Like, I really, really like it, because oh, here it is. You require a... There, should I meditate on my goals? Yeah, I'll dedicate myself to the pursuit of knowledge. Oh, right, yeah, that's what I do. So, this is the beginning of me making a cult, finally. It's Cult Simulator, but it took me more or less the entirety of this episode to get to making a cult. But this is how we do it. We dream upon that idea, that pursuit of enlightenment. And then, only then, do I finally starve to death because I'm really bad with all my money. Okay, can we just... Yeah, that looks better. That looks a lot better, in fact. And then I'll just stick these, oh, no. That was the study. I didn't want that there. I want this here. Yes. Okay, and, yeah, to the pursuit of knowledge. Just gonna see if we can get this final bit. There we go. I now have a dedication. Enlightenment. Now is the part where I get to do... Must have a current dream. I must now do the work. Oh, that's what I have to do. Okay, so I'm talking to them now. My little friend. And they're like, oh. What's up? Oh. Add lore to determine... Yes, I will be the Temple Unceasing, an occult society dedicated to the drumbeat, which can never end. Seems good. Seems... Actually, no, you know what? I'll be the Lock one. Establish the Society of the Holy Wound, an occult society dedicated to the hour which opens doors. You could also be like the Light one right now. Like, honestly, you could be one devoted to whichever cult is whichever thing. Just... I am only so prepared. Glimmering, will you just stay there? Don't get in trouble? Thanks. Okay. We're basically good to go. Did I get notoriety? I got notoriety already, guys. I'm super dumb. I've begun my true work. The authorities will take an interest in it. I must be ready for them. And right now there, the hour we serve requires pain. I must give of myself. Well, that ain't good. don't I have, like, no health? Is that gonna give me an injury? Because it's gonna give me an injury, I'm gonna be pretty close to dead. Yeah, you know, slightly regretting the choice I made in Cults to Found, but... Oh, here it is. A cult with one member is only an unusual habit. I must have a recruit. Hello, Mr. Wakefield, Spencer Hobson. I was close. Hobson has been a journalist, a private detective, and rather briefly, a priest. Now he's an agent of the Suppression Bureau. And boy, is he not leaving me alone. You're an injury. Of course you are. Thank you for just, like, eating my money. I'm not, like, resentful or anything. Oh, but I now have the Society of the Holy Wound, an occult society dedicated to the hours which open doors. And it's also very good for unlocking things and sometimes people. And by unlocking people, I mean filling them with horrible wounds from poison. But we'll get to that later. In the meantime, actually, this has run a bit long. I think I've showcased the early portions of the game. There's more complicated aspects, like exploring on expeditions, the translating of books. As you notice, this one's in Greek, and as you go through the game, you get mentors who can teach you Greek, or you find books which allow you to learn languages, and then you can study them to translate them, and then read them to find the arcane lore inside. You also have the ability to, as it states here, you can study heart lore with more heart lore of the same level to upgrade it, or you can subvert it and turn it into a higher level version of different lore. Either way, it's a very slow progression as you get further and further entangled. But there's one last, actually no, there's one last thing I want to show before we quite round off this episode. I haven't quite been able to get the little glimpse of madness that I was hoping for, despite my best efforts. Though I do fear I should be able to now. That said, I know the stream. A road crests a hilltop, and the air is silver bright. I could sleep in a room without colors, bleach the sheets, whitewash the walls, dye my hair, and paint thy skin. Would it give me a different way if I used the serpent's way? Locksmiths often have the dream after the sole of the foot is wounded, especially if it has been a snake bitten. I could try that. So yeah, we're gonna go the lock path, and I'm going to try and not starve to death. Wish me luck there, folks, because I am not managing money well. Not paying attention well either. Good job me! Good job me. Here we go. So, the big point of the game, other than forming a cult and taking it to its logical conclusion, whatever that conclusion is for the respective cult, is to enter the Mansis. There's one specific route in the Mansis, though there's many different ways to navigate that route. But currently I figured I'd showcase the very first part of it. So, once this ticks down, we'll be there, and... oh, hello. Money that I'm not gonna have in a second. It was good to pretend I had you for a few moments. And welcome to the Mansis. It's a peculiar dream world that you can only explore by dreaming, and the nature of how you navigate the various paths, be it the way to the wood, the way to the white door, the stag door, the spider door, and finally the peacock door. Well, not quite finally. The goal is to enter the tricuspid gate, but that is generally a long process. But entering this place is sort of a puzzle on its own. It gives you access to things that you might not normally be able to reach. Influences, which allow you to summon creatures. Bits of knowledge, which allow you to find hidden places where other bits of lore is stashed away. And that's more or less what you do in this game. You explore bit by bit while trying to scrounge by, sating your normal sort of mundane needs, avoiding the attentions of occult investigators and potentially murdering them now and then. I murder a lot of them, to be fair, or drive them crazy. While also trying not to go mad yourself. Or, I mean, I guess if you're me, trying to go mad and doing a very bad job of it. There's that. I'll manage. I'll figure it out. But yeah, this is more or less Cultist Simulator in a snap, and despite the fact that it doesn't start out overwhelming, the sheer amount of things there is and the discovery, performing rites, which is a task I didn't even manage to get to while I was playing this, because I didn't get it right, is a interesting endeavor because they allow you to cast magics, to summon creatures, to turn one stat into another stat, and there's even a great, glorious, and foolish magic that just allows you to strike down a mortal creature, including yourself. So there's a lot to sort of unpeel here, and there's a lot to discover with the narrative, and there's more coming. And I think it's for that reason that this game hooked me so much. Like, I have an inordinate amount of time logged into this game as so far. And I'm going to have more, because I intend on seeing all the various ascensions bit by bit. But I would actually thoroughly recommend this game to people. It can be a little bit slow for people who aren't patient, but if you're a fan of lore, of story, of mystery, of ambience, if you're a very big fan of writing in gaming, this sort of game would appeal to you. I can't necessarily say this will be a big hit with people who are wanting something more action-oriented, but if you're a fan of occult horror and story-building experiences and also just really nice ambient music, this might actually hit home for you. Anyways, this was this episode of Crit Hit Versus. It may have run a little bit long, but yeah, overall, I'd love to hear what you folks' opinions would be on this. Just, let me know in the comments what you thought. There's certainly better incidences of me playing this game as a VOD on my Twitch currently. I don't know if it'll still be up by the time anyone actually bothers to check it up. And, yeah, overall, if you have a like or a dislike for this video, let me know. If you do want to see more of my content, be it my interviews with developers, the podcast, or just more of the Versus segments, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notifications when I do new stuff. Anyways, it's been actually a blast to just run through an indie game again for funsies. But yeah, this has been Arlyeon, and I'm now signing out. Take care, folks.